Water signs this week, your money forecast for October the 16th through the 20th is tied to the Empress card. This is a week for you that focuses on your work, how productive you are, your creativity, and also the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling, your moods, how you are reacting to your situation and those in the environment. This is a week that may tie to a mother figure or some woman of importance. Some of you may be giving birth to a child and that impacts your finances. This may be somebody that has a tie to land, or a woman that has some kind of power or authority, or just some important woman in your life. She could be a female employer or just somebody helpful to you. This is a week where you are trying to nurture something, give birth to something, an idea, a way of life, a project, and you're focused on your happiness, your security, your sense of well-being. And so for you, you're putting in a lot of effort. There's something that you want to bring to fruition. And this is a week that holds luck, opportunity for you. Your talents are growing. Something is blossoming for you, especially if you are putting in effort. If you're working toward that thing, it's coming to you. Even if it's not there yet, you're very close to where you need to be. Now, this is a week where communication is important. So how you convey your ideas, how you put yourself out there is important. This is going to give you the gift of charm and diplomacy. You have more tact this week. So you have the ability to work something out, maybe improve your communication or come up with some new ways of doing things or some new people in your life, some better connections. So whatever it is, things are enhanced for you this week, especially if you focus on the practical. Now, for some of you, you're feeling good about where you are. Your money's right. Your professional life is going well. And so you're moving forward. But for those of you who have encountered some difficulties and it's starting to eat away at your confidence, you're going to have to be careful about extending yourself too much and opening yourself up to abuse, people taking advantage of you or abusing your generosity, or you participating in habits or situations that bring harm to you rather than progress. This is also about looking at ways where maybe you're being a little bit too indulgent. Whatever that is, you're slacking in some area or perhaps overcompensating in another area, doing too much or doing too little, or, falling prey to too much pleasure seeking, whatever that is keeping you from focusing on your projects or, cutting into your cash. So this is a week where, again, you're going to come very, very close to achieving some objective that is important to you. And again, it's going to be very important for you to be diplomatic, for you to come up with some good strategies that help you get ahead, whether they are small steps or not. They're going to give you some means of advancement where down the line, that's going to be very important for you. Now, if something has not been going exactly the way that you want it, don't throw in the towel this week. Step back. Do something for yourself that helps you recharge your batteries so that you can regain your confidence, change your perspective, take a fresh look, and then go back and tackle something. Something that maybe you wanted to give up on or you were trying to, abandon. This is a reminder, though, about going too far with something, being apathetic. This is a moment that is important for you to cultivate. Again, putting in that effort is key. Coming up with strategies, communicating, networking. Because if you drop the ball this week, if you become slack or you have apathy or you're not motivated, this is going to wear on your reputation. It's going to reflect poorly on you and undermine what you're trying to achieve. You could experience some kind of setback. So this is about being enthusiastic about what you're involved in, being optimistic that it's going to work and putting in the hard effort to make it work. And Part of your concern may be whether people will be receptive to this project. This is a week to open yourself to all opportunities and trust yourself. Listen to your intuition. And if need be, take a project in a new direction. For some of you, you may be running after an illusion. Something is not going to come to fruition. But this is a week where you need to focus on what's important to you and how to make it happen. Now, the underlying influence is pennies. Fear of not having enough to meet your needs is draining your energy. Your thoughts are worth more than pennies. Be mindful of what you think, say, and accept as truth. So this is a week to know your worth. Know what you're doing has value, has merit, and that some of your ideas may be worth a lot of money. Maybe you're selling yourself short in some way due to a lack of confidence. Now, you have 3 of Wands, so it's likely that you're going to be involved in some discussions, and they may have to do with your project or how satisfied you are. And people are receptive to what you have to say, especially if you're using tact and diplomacy. Maybe this is some idea that you have that's suddenly coming together, or something that you started as a side venture and you realize this could actually be a business. This is a week of having confidence and getting some kind of confirmation that you're headed in that right direction. So you may be trying to expand something that you're doing, or explore some new ideas, or look ahead to what the ramifications are of something that you're involved in. It's a week of leadership, enterprise, trade, negotiations, perhaps sales of some sort. And if you're having difficulty, if you're selling yourself short, you may feel a loss of direction. Maybe you want to give up. There's a lack of ambition, or you're questioning whether your project has the legs to stand. So you may be changing your mind. Maybe you've encountered some kind of difficulty. Maybe you're not getting the help, cooperation, or support that you feel you should. For some of you, maybe you're overreaching. Maybe something that you want to do is unrealistic and you need to refine it. And maybe you're putting effort into something and, it's not a good thing. Maybe you need to move in a new direction. Something that you thought had promise just isn't delivering to you. And maybe something about what you're doing, again, was unrealistic. These are goals that are hard to reach. For others of you, the connections that you have, you need to rethink those. Some of your alliances are not supportive. So this is about looking ahead to the future and knowing what you have to do today in order to get there. Again, your effective communication is key. And this is a week where saying the right thing, giving the right answer, being in the right place, making changes, being flexible, being accommodating is going to be important, especially if it means somebody else is, redirecting something or you're doing it. This is a week to navigate any turns in the road. Now, for some of you, maybe you're letting somebody down. Maybe somebody's letting you down, and this is happening at the very last minute. Maybe they're changing the story, or you're not getting all of the information that you need. So this is a week of, again, hard work and strong self-reliance. Let it come down to you. Don't count on anybody else. They may show up, they may not show up. And also, see your projects or endeavors or connections in a practical light. This could be a week where you may have a talent for creating that rosy picture that really doesn't exist. Maybe you're trying to sell yourself in a way where you're trying to make others believe you, and yet you're hiding some shortcomings. So this is about, building up. If there are any weaknesses, focus on that to shore those up. Now, this is driven by little things. Luxury is not always about price. This is a good time to pamper yourself and buy a small treat. So, this week I would say don't sell yourself short. Think big. Believe in your value and your worth. And, if you have to use part of your budget to take care of yourself and bring yourself a sense of satisfaction, make you feel good about what you're doing, especially if you've been working hard, then that's important. Even if you can't afford something big, something small, a bouquet of flowers, a cup of coffee, whatever makes you feel good. This is a week to focus on that, because the better you feel, the better motivated you are toward what you need to achieve.